What's up, everybody? Everybody, what's up? Yeah. How you doing, Miss Monique? Good to see you. Let me know who we got once we come in. Appreciate you, Miss Monique, for jumping back in this week. Let me know who you are once you come in. Do me a favor. Share this with somebody. If this series been helping you out, all I ask is you just like it and share it. Share it with somebody. Doing fine. That's amazing. Share this with somebody. We're in week 4. This series we're talking about commitment. Yeah, we've been talking about commitment. Let me know who you are once you come in. I want to shout you out. Let me know who you are, right? Who you are once you come in. We in week 4. Week 1, we understood that commitment is an agreement or a pledge to do something in the future. Right? That's what we said. And we was talking about staying committed and how to find committed ways to stay committed. And then week 2, we talked about being a committed man. Yeah. We talked about being a committed man in week 2. So if you missed any of those, week 1, week 2, and week 3, you can go back and check it out on our YouTube page at My SB Nation. Week 3, we talked about being a committed woman. Yeah, we talked about being a committed woman in week 3. Week 4, we still on commitment. And this week we are talking about committed to serve. Yep, committed to serve. Commitment to serve, it means that helping others become higher priority than taking credit or being treated in a differential manner. And when you're committed to serve, you don't look for glory. You don't look for people to pat you on your back. You don't look for attention. How you doing, Miss Billy, Miss Belinda? Appreciate everybody for coming in. Good to see you. Hope you had a fantastic week. But we're in week 4 talking about committed to serve. Yeah, so it means that helping others become a higher priority. Now, how many of you can elect later? How many of you can say that my commitment to people is putting them above me? Right? I don't like they're a higher priority to me. That's how you know you're on the level and you in the path of being a committed servant. And one thing about serving people, Jesus was a servant. Yeah, we can talk about it tonight. What's up, Brad? I see you. What's up, Kelly? That's my Lambu right there. Yeah, Jesus was a servant. Jesus was a servant. His whole life, if you don't get nothing out of Jesus' life, you can get that he served. Jesus was in the trenches serving people. How can he make a difference? How can he turn people's life around? He wasn't looking for no clout. He wasn't looking for nobody to pat him on the back. He was just out there trying to make a difference. He wasn't doing it for fame. He wasn't doing it for money. He was there serving the people that needed help, right? So if you ever want to get Jesus, God attention, be a server. Yeah, I'm telling you, be a server. Be willing to see other people do good. Be willing to sacrifice to help other people out of the situation that they're in. That's just what God called us to be. He called us to serve. Now, not only serve your family, your husband, your wife, your church, but serve your community. Serve people at your job. I'm not saying being a slave, but check on people. Make sure people straight. Like, don't think about you all the time, because everybody going through something. Everybody got problems. Everybody got trials and tribulations. But if you can fix your focus on serving somebody else, then you'll get God attention. Yeah, what you make happen for others, yeah, he'll make happen for you, right? What other people get out of you serving becomes more important than what you get out of it. Yeah. It's not about what you get out of it. It's not about you gaining any kind of popularity. It's not about, it's what I'm serving, how it's gonna make their life better. What you gonna get out about me helping you. I don't care about me if I don't get a reward, because we really don't supposed to be doing stuff to get rewards anyway, because God is gonna reward us. All right. So don't get caught up saying I gotta serve so she to be known, and serve, but have a heart for it. Don't if you really don't want to do it, don't do it. But if you want to go out and reach out and change the nation, you want to start serving, get connected to these groups and these nonprofits and people that's headed in the right direction, that's doing positive stuff for the community. Serve, get involved, whatever church you go to, start serving, find out what they got going on, get plugged in so you can serve, right? To be an effective servant, watch this, you must have a servant leadership spirit. Yeah. You must have a servant leadership spirit. Watch this, that's putting others above all other priorities. That's if you're going to be an effective servant. Rather than managing for results, a servant leader focuses on creating an environment in which their team can thrive and get the highest impact work done. If you're going to be effective. Some people serve, but they're not effective. Right? What you doing? I want to ask you a question. If you're serving and you're going out there, and you're trying to make a difference, I want to ask you this. If you stop what you're doing, serving people, would they miss you? Yeah, I heard somebody ask the question. If your church was to close down today, would that city miss it? Yeah. Would they miss it? Right? If you stop doing stuff, would they really miss that? Because if people not gonna miss it, they can care less that you're gone, maybe you wasn't really an effective server. Maybe you really wasn't making a difference. Right? Because serving people, they gonna miss that. Especially if you're making a difference in people's lives. Nobody want to see that go. Nobody want to see that go. Watch this in John chapter 13, watch this, verse 15. Jesus set one of the greatest examples for us to follow. After washing his disciples' feet, an act of love, humility, and service, he encouraged us to follow his lead and to serve one another. I have set you an example that you should do as I had done for you. That's what Jesus said. Yeah. Jesus served. He washed feet. When the last time you served? When the last time you done something? Put yourself in a lower position to help somebody else out. Whenever you got, so low that, you wash somebody, not washing their feet like naturally, but you got on that level. When the last time you did that? Right? Jesus was committed to that. Watch this in Philippians chapter number 2, verse number 3. It says, do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit, rather in humility, value others above yourself, not looking to your own interests of others. In your relationships with one another, have the same mindset, watch this, as Christ Jesus. That's Philippians chapter number 2, verse 3. Do nothing out of selfish ambition, because you can't get your blessing if you're looking for a reward. Your focus shouldn't be a reward. If you're doing something to get a reward, you're not serving. Yeah, because a servant, he don't care if I don't get nothing for it. If I don't get a pat on the back, I'm happy with myself because I done it from my heart. I don't need no attention. I don't need no clout. I don't need no recognition. Don't have your motives wrong and then say you serving. To be a good servant, you must be able and willing to listen. Not the judge. You should be able to listen, seek first to understand, then to be understood. You know, a lot of times you want to get your point across. You want to say what's best. Listen sometimes. Because some people need, they got a lot to say. They just want somebody to listen to them, right? I've been going through this training for the last few weeks every Thursday. And that's one of the things they've been talking about, you know, effective ways to communicate. And one of them is listen. Not listening and doing something else. Not listening and texting on your phone. You know, not doing something. Then you got people that's really trying to get you. No, are you really listening while you're doing it? Nah. Give them your full attention. Yeah. If you're going to be effective. You know? And we've been learning that in the leadership training I'm doing at work. Put the phone down. Listen. Listen to your husband. Listen to your wife. Listen to your kids. You know, then people will be able to, you know, respect you better or receive it. But if you just blowing them off because what you're doing, it really might not be more important than what they got going on. But you just don't want to stop. You feel you can multitask. You can do what you got to do and listen what they got to say. And it's not, you can't be effective like that. Show appreciation. Yeah. Show appreciation. What she said, my job miss me. Oh, okay. She said she ain't trying to be no slave. Nah, I ain't, don't be no slave now. But show appreciation. Value people and appreciate them for who they are, not just for what they give to you. Yeah, can you appreciate people if they don't give you nothing? Can you appreciate them if you don't make a dime out of it? Can you appreciate it if you don't get no recognition? Because if you're a servant, it's not about you. It's not about you. Humility. Put other people first. Understand you must be able to value people in order to grow. How many of you agree with that? How many of you agree that you have to value people in order to grow? Out humility. How many people you value in your life? Yeah, that you really value. Because if you don't value people, you can't grow. Yeah, we talked about appreciation. Value people and appreciate them, right? And listen. Put the phone down. Listen, look them in their face when they talking to you or when you talking to them. That's if you're going to be a effective server, right? You got to be committed to that. Be committed to it, and it'll change lives. It'll change people's lives. Not only that, it'll make you better as a man or a woman, as a sister, auntie, a supervisor on the job, a leader. It makes you better when you're in that position to serve. Because of Jesus' success came from serving. Yeah, he was a server, washing people's feet, laying hands on the sick, bailing people out, turning water into wine. All that stuff was serving. He was doing it for other people. It's nothing to benefit him. He was just on his assignment to serve until his day up on the cross. Even when he got on the cross, he was still serving. Yeah. When he got on the cross and they were getting ready to crucify him, what he said? Forgive them. Because they don't even know what they're doing. He was serving. He was serving at the lowest point in his life. He was serving because he was thinking about the people that was doing wrong. How many can us say that we can serve when life for you is rough? Yeah, when things not going your way. I'm talking about you in a fight of your life. Hell, everything, your family tore up, your job tore up, your money tore up. How can you say I can still serve? But most people, they run from serving when life gets tough. Because they don't know how to balance them going through what they're going through and serving and helping other people. But what you make happen for others, I'll make happen for you. Right? And I get it. We all go through problems. We all go through trials. But I'm telling you, God will blow your mind if you going through the toughest time of your life and still find a heart to serve. Yeah, you own to something. Yeah, it takes another level of person to do that. Yeah. Trust. Right? Give trust to others. You must be authentic and dependable. That's part of serving. If people can't trust you, you can't serve. Now, people got to be able to trust you and depend on you. Do whatever you say you're going to do. Be a man of your word. Be a woman of your word and stand on that. Right? Trust. People got to be able to trust. Once you lose trust, it's hard to get it back. Yeah. It's hard to get the trust back. So if you're going to be an effective servant, people got to be able to trust you. Trust you with their deepest secrets. Trust you that you won't go and try to embarrass them and tell everybody their business. Trust that you got their back. Can people trust you? Can you be real? Can you be authentic? Right? Can you do what's right? Can you stand on the principles of God? Can you be real with it? Not straddling the fence, not being lukewarm, because people don't trust you if they know you fake. Nah. You gotta you gotta get yourself together first before you decide to serve. Right? You can't serve because when you serve and you're leading by example. But if people know you fake, they know you ain't living what you're doing, they not gonna respect you. They not gonna trust you. You can be one of the sweetest persons in the world. You can be nice, fine, and dandy, but if people know you're not living what you're saying and you trying to give me advice, you trying to help me, it ain't gonna go good. Right? It's not gonna go good. That's why, you supposed to stand on business, stand on what's right. Don't lie. If you say you're gonna do something, do it. Yeah, if you're gonna do it. That's how you get people to trust you. Don't say stuff if you don't mean it. Don't make promises if you know you can't fulfill them. Right? And some of you need to start with this serving. You need to start in your home. Before you go out there and be effective in the world, before you go out there, and try to make a difference with everybody else, if you're not doing it at home first, you definitely ain't gonna do it on the job or at school or wherever you at. It have to start at home. It have to start at home. You have to be able to serve at home. Understanding what your family need. Be the best husband, be the best wife, be the best auntie, whatever it is, be committed to that. Because you can't go out there and expect to serve other people and you can't even do it at home. It don't work like that. You'll never be effective. Nah, it had to start at home first. Your serving, your commitment, your love. Can't say you got love for people and you hate your family. You hate being around them, or you hate doing stuff for them, or you hate, you can't hate them and go out there and put on a show and try to act like you doing stuff. No, you got to take care of home first, right? Caring, watch this. I ain't got that. Have the other people purpose in your heart. You must display kindness and concern for others. Caring. Do you really care for people? Yeah. Do you have a heart for people? Or you just caught up in what you got going on? You got to be able to inspire people. That's the part of serving. To go after their vision. You got to be able to inspire people to do what's right. You got to be able to inspire people to turn away from their wicked ways. You got to be able to inspire people to come to God. You got to be able to inspire and motivate people if you're going to serve, right? Because if you're a true server, people are going to look up to you. They're going to respect you, right? They'll consider you as a role model. They'll consider you as a leader. They'll consider you as somebody that they want to be like. But you got to inspire them. You can't be effective. You can't inspire nobody to get a job. I can't be a effective man or effective husband if I ain't inspiring men to, don't cheat on their wife or be committed to one woman. But if they see me that I'm not doing it, how can I help and serve them? I gotta live what I preach. I gotta live what I teach. I can't go out there living one thing then saying to do something else. No, your works, what you do, how you carry yourself, how you respond, how you handle people, how you take care of your business. Do you pay your bills? Do you take care of your kids? Do your bills behind, right? Do you put your priorities first? All that stuff that inspires people. People look up to that. People, it ain't just got people that's hating. It got people that's looking. They want to see. They want to see, how, all right, I know where they come from now, I can do it. But if you're not putting yourself first and putting your family first and taking care of your business, you can't inspire nobody else to change. Nah, I can't inspire nobody to stay committed to their wife and I'm going out there having babies on mine or cheating or getting caught every other week. That ain't inspiring. That's being a hypocrite. So can you honestly say that your life that you're living can inspire people to do right? Even if you don't say a word, people can see something on your life that inspired them. They can see that certain stuff that you don't go for. They know that. Like people know you. Do they really know you? About the life you live, or they don't know you? Because they don't know who you want to be today. They don't know who you're going to be tomorrow. Because you don't know, you confused. You don't know if you want to be single. You don't know if you want to be engaged. You don't know if you want to be married. You don't know what you want to do. You can't inspire people confused. That's why I say you got to have yourself together first. You got to have your business in order. Unless you're going to make a difference. If you're going to be effective. You can't be effective if you don't know what you got going on. You got to be able to empower other people. Yeah. You got to be able to empower people. Not thinking you can do it on your own. Not thinking you a one-man, one-army machine. Not thinking that you know it all. Not thinking that you know all the answers. Now you got to be committed to empowering people, putting people in position, setting people up to be successful. That's part of serving. Not worrying about they doing it better than me or she doing it. Nah, you got to be able to empower people because that's what's going to make you better. That's what's going to make you stronger. That's what's going to take you to the level you need to go when you could be able to not worry about yourself, but empower the people that's around you, serving them, pouring into their life to make sure they go higher than what you did. Yeah. You got kids, you should be serving in your kids' life on a level like it's crazy because if you don't serve to your kids, you don't invest in them, you don't put time in, ain't nobody else gonna do it. Yeah, you can say what you want to say. If you're not spending time, you're not trying to set them up to be successful, you're not staying on them trying to learn their homework, ain't nobody else gonna do it. That's why I don't get caught up with people always blaming stuff on the teachers. No, you got to do your part too. You motivate that child to make good grades. Do whatever you need to do. Get creative. Motivate them so they can stay consistent. Keep doing the right thing. You can't blame everything on the teachers because everything comes from home. Are you inspiring your kids? Are you inspiring your wife? Are you inspiring your husband? But if you confused, you don't know who you are, you can't inspire nobody. Be humble, right? And if you're going to serve people, be prepared. Yeah, you can tell when preachers ain't got their stuff together. Yeah, you can tell when people be preaching, you can tell they ain't put no effort into it. They ain't studied, they ain't came up with nothing. You can tell. I know I can tell. I can tell anybody that ain't took no time and prepared. The first 3 minutes, I can tell if you prepared or not. So if you're going to be effective, stay committed to being prepared. Not going out there and Nah, when you going to serve people, when you going out there to make a difference, you should already have the answer. Don't get to nobody and then try to figure something out. If you know you're trying to go help your brother, help your sister, you should already have the answer. Because nobody want to go over there and hit no pity party. Nah, you came over here to complain. You came over here to, nah, I need answers. I need solutions. If you're going to be an effective servant. Because when he was serving and make a difference, he was solving problems. He was making a difference. He wasn't confused. He was prepared for every situation that he ran through. He was prepared for it. He did whatever he needed to do, and he was the guy. He always took what left to turn people's life around. So are you willing to be prepared? That's if you're going to be effective. Be prepared. Stay committed to being prepared. It's something about a person that's not prepared. It just don't look good. It don't sound good. You got some people that can just shoot off the hip. They good at it. But if you're going to be effective, man, you got to put something in it. You got to take your time. You got to want to, you got to want it first. If you don't want it, nobody else going to want what you got to offer. So you should be excited for what you're giving, what you're putting out there. It should be making you better. You should be excited to change and serve and make a difference in people's life, right? And if you're going to be an effective servant, expect to suffer. Yeah. Just because you serve it don't mean you're not going to go through nothing. Let me say that again. Just because you say, I'm going to serve, that don't mean you're not going to go through nothing, because you're going to go. You can rest assured you're going to go something, because the enemy going to try to discourage you. He's going to try to get into you. He's going to say, nah, you're doing too much. You don't need to do that. Nah, just be prepared for that, because it's coming. But those are not the time to quit. Those are not the time to get weary. Don't get weary in well doing. Yeah. That's what it is. Don't get weary in well doing. Don't get weary while you're serving. Keep serving harder. The enemy come at you, find another way to serve. Be committed to solving problems. Yeah, be committed to figuring out other people's problems to help them to put their life better. Are you willing to do that? Right? Never be ashamed of God. If you're going to serve, you can never be ashamed of God. So in any situation in life, you should be able to stand on what God say. You should be able to speak his name. You should be able to bring Jesus, God, up in any situation. I don't care what life is throwing at you. I don't care what's going on. At some point, you should be bringing up God. Yeah, you need that, but you also need God. See, a lot of times you try to serve people, you try to help people out, but you ain't bringing God in it. You ain't mentioning God. You ain't telling them that they need to pray. You ain't telling them nothing. You got to keep God. God has to be the focus. It don't work if God ain't involved. You can't serve if God not involved. But if you want to make a difference, you want to have an impact, you want to change stuff, you serve people and make sure it's God. It's God that you need. Not money, not cars, not women, not men. It's God that's what's going to keep you. Yeah, it's God. That's what you got to be committed to. When you're serving, you got to be able to throw God in there, because if it wasn't for him, none of this would be possible. I don't care what you're serving at in life. I don't care what you're doing in the community. I don't care what you're doing. Before you walk away, they should know, if it wasn't for God, I wouldn't be able to serve you. If it wasn't for God, I wouldn't be able to fix your problem. If it wasn't for God, I wouldn't be able to point you in the right direction. You got to always be able in a position to give God his credit. Because if you're not in a position to give God his credit, that's in trouble. It's not, you setting people up to fail. You shouldn't get caught up you. Oh, it's me. I did this. I did that. It was God. You shouldn't be getting the glory. It should be God getting the glory. That's why God allowed people to go through so much hell. They fall to the bottom of the barrel. And that's when he'll step on the scene. Because if God step on the scene when stuff really not that bad, he won't get the credit. You read the story with Lazarus. He could have easily went the same day when they called him. He could have easily went there, but he knew he wouldn't have got the credit. That's the only reason why he didn't show up early. That's the reason, some of you frustrated, you discouraged because you feel like God haven't showed up. He know what he doing. But when he do show up, you make sure he get the credit. Because I guarantee you, if God would have showed up, they would have said either Lazarus wasn't dead. They would have said something. But he waited days and days where he started smelling. Now I'm going to show up. I'm going to get the credit. So make sure we're giving God his credit, right? And if you're going to be a server, focus on the small things that you're winning about. People, they serve and they want to make a difference, but you focus on who not giving you the credit. You focus on now who not giving you your props. Focus on the small stuff. Focus on the small impact that you're having. Be committed to being happy about that. Be grateful over the small things that you're doing. Just because you ain't making a big difference on a big scale don't mean that you ain't helping people. Yeah, if you go help one person a week, you're doing good, and be grateful for that. I've been doing this podcast. I don't get mad when I don't get no 40, 50 views. I don't care about that. Because I ain't doing it for people. Me and Kelly don't show up here every week worried about how many views we're gonna get. You think we spend almost $7,000 on this equipment? And we worried about what people gonna say? Nah. Because we know the bigger picture. We know what it's gonna take for the next generation and to come. So we setting ourselves up. We're being committed to that week after week. We don't get paid a dime for this. Matter of fact, I leave work early just to be here. I miss money. She be working. But we show up every week. We don't care how many likes we get. We don't care. We don't care about none of that. If I was doing it for likes and I wasn't getting it, you think I would keep buying equipment? Buying microphone, buying light? You think I'd be doing that? No. Because I know it's going to pay off in the long run. I know what God said. So we committed to that, to serving, to the young people. Whatever we need to do, that's what we're here for. If you want to serve and try to make a difference, and the first thing you think about, how can I get paid? You in trouble. Now, that's not serving. How can I? No. You let the work do it, then it's going to come. I know we're going to reap from this. I don't know when, but you can rest assured we'll reap from it. I guarantee you we'll reap from it. Sooner or later, you're going to see. We're going to reap the benefits for showing up consistently every week. We've been doing it since the pandemic. Consistently. Trying to give good quality. Trying to give, good sound. How the sound? Right? How the lights and how everything looks. See, we committed to that to make sure, we doing the best we could. It might not be perfect, but we committed to showing up, giving good sound, good quality, good image, all that, good content. That's why during the week, you see, we come here and we put stuff in here all during the week, talking about commitment, and because we're committed. I know sometimes we get busy, but I don't want to do it if we just got to be half done. It takes time to do all this, right? But we're committed to it. We don't get paid a dime. They ain't asking for a dime. This software that we use every week, we pay for that. All this, we pay for that. But I know what we're doing it for. And I know what's going to come with it, right? Because we understand it takes time and focus. It takes time. Because anything that come overnight going to take you. I don't want it overnight. Because I want to be able to look back and say, it wasn't given to us. Nobody gave us their platform. We did it by staying consistently, week after week, getting better and better, trying to be creative, trying to bring good content, good sound, good audio, all that. We stay committed to it. And it takes times and it takes being focused. Yeah. Take time, right? Proverbs, watch this, 19-17. Look what it says. Whoever is kind to the poor lends to the Lord, and he will reward them for what they have done. Yep. Let me say that one more time. Watch this. Proverbs chapter number 19, verse 17 says, whoever is kind to the poor lends to the Lord. So God said, when you're giving to the poor, you giving to me. And you only lending it to her because I'm going to give you double. And he will reward them for what they have done. Yeah, get to a place where you're looking out for people that's under you or don't have it. Or even serving people that got money. You know? You serve. I don't care if you might think they got money. Still go help them out. Just because they look like they got it all together, find out how you can serve. Because everybody make it look good, but deep down inside, it ain't really like that. They probably going through. They probably at a hard time too, right? So don't get caught up how people are living in life and what they got and what they're thinking that they don't need nobody to help or they don't need nobody to serve them. You can't just look, oh, I got to look at the people that's needed. No, it got people that got stuff that need help too. They might need a word. They might need you to just come throw your arms around. You never know. So don't get caught up with what people have and thinking that they blessed. Because people with all this material stuff going through hell. People that got money going through hell. The more money you got, the more problems you got. The bigger you go, the more problems you got. So be committed, right? Acts, watch this, chapter number 20, verse 35. In everything I did, I showed you that by this kind of hard work, we must help the weak, remembering the words the Lord Jesus him said. It is more blessed, watch this, to give than receive. Yeah. I can really close out right there. It is more blessed to give. He telling you, you got a better chance of being blessed than giving. It's more blessed to be committed to helping somebody else, man. When the last time you done something? When was it been a sacrifice for you to help somebody? Right? When the last time you done something? Some of you got old clothes and old shoes in your closet that's still in good A1 condition. But because you done spent a few dollars on it, you don't want to give, you can't even fit it no more. You can't even wear it. Right? Go sow into other people's lives. Right? My little sister she got a podcast. And I want to see her do good. I gave her a brand new mic that I had just got. It was killing mic. And headphones. That's about $500-600 right there. Because I want her to prosper. I want her to go to the next level, and I know what it takes. If you're gonna be effective, if you're gonna, move up, you gotta invest in yourself. You gotta be willing to invest in others, right? I didn't think twice. I gave it because I want God to bless me with stuff. There's so much stuff that I want that I want to do to make this better. And yeah. So I got to put myself in position to help somebody else. So what you make happen for others, I'll make happen for you. Watch this, Matthew chapter number 5, verse 16. In the same way, let your light shine before others that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. We just talked about this. You got to let your light shine. That's serving. Let your light shine. Being a stand-up person. That's letting your light shine. That's serving people. When you able to live a life that's pleasing to God, not saying being perfect, but you putting God first and people are able to see that. Sometimes you ain't got to say a word, but people could just look at your life and they'll get excited. People could look at how you live and they'll get motivated because they'll say, man, I want what they got. I need that joy. I need that peace. I need that. It ain't about material stuff. I want that in my marriage. I want my kids to prosper like that. So let your light shine and give God the glory. Give God the credit so people can know if it wasn't for God, I wouldn't be here. Yeah. How many of you willing to do that? Being committed to that. I'm not saying one day you do it now when you feel good. No, how many of you willing to do that every day? Be committed to letting your light shine, being committed to have integrity about yourself, being committed to, standing on business, not straddling the fence, not being lukewarm, but doing what God said. So people can see that it was God. Don't be fake with this thing. You got to be real with it. You got to be transparent. Because here, if you're going to be effective now in these days, and if you're going to reach people, you got to be authentic. If you think you're going to be a leader or be a servant and you're not authentic, you wasting your time. Because all you're doing is setting yourself up for heartaches. You setting yourself up people to talk about you. You setting yourself up people say you fake. You just putting on the show. Nah. If you're going to preach it, you make sure you live it. Yeah, make sure you live it. I know the enemy's out there roaring and doing but this way I used to think all that. I can't stop taking pills. That's a lie. Nah. Be committed to that. Be committed. I'm committed to being, a good husband. Not a perfect. I'm being committed to that. Right? And the reason why, I bring Kelly name up a lot because I want people to know I'm married. Yeah. Because if it's a woman come on me, you just don't care. You just disrespectful. And I'm gonna say this for men. If women know you married and you putting it out there and you telling them, and a woman still come on you, that should make you feel bad. Because somebody come on me, that means you don't care about my daughter. You don't care about none of that. And that should make you feel some type of way. Right? So that's why I tell you dudes, man, let people know you got a good woman. Speak on them. Let them know that you married. Let them know how much a blessing they is in your life. You got some men, they don't even know they married. I don't even wear a ring. Same thing with the women. You need to put it out there so people can know. Let your light shine. You got a good husband. You got a good wife. You got good kids. It's okay to, tell the world. That way they can know. How you got to put it out there and let people know and be real with it. Don't be fake. If it's fake, it ain't real. Don't do it. Because people are looking for that. They're looking for something that say, man, I want that. Because being married ain't even popular no more. Let's be honest. Don't nobody want to get married no more. Not this generation. That ain't even a goal. You don't see people setting goals to get married no more. Nah. They trying to blow up on Instagram, but nah, they want the money. No. So as married couples, we should be able to keep that in style because God intended for marriage. God intended for you to be married to one man and one woman. That was God's intention. So we gotta put that out there. Nah, you need to get married. If you want the favor and blessings from God, you need to get married. You shouldn't be getting divorced from no anything. There's only things in the Bible that you're supposed to get divorced from. All these people that when they got divorced and it wasn't biblical, you really still cheating. Know what the Bible said? You still fornicating. Will he forgive you? Yeah, but you still sinning. You got a ring on your finger and you still sinning because you left that marriage because he left the toilet up. It wasn't nothing biblical. He didn't cheat on you. He wasn't beating you, whatever it is. You just said, I've got tired of you. Now you done got married again. Now you sinning because you sleep with that person. I'm just telling you what the Bible says. I ain't making nothing up. Believe what you want to believe. So that's what I'm saying. We gotta put it out there. Let the light shine. We gotta bring that back in style, man. Cause these young people, they feel like I ain't gotta get married, but they still want to lay up and have sit. Nah, that's not God. That's not Bible. No, We gotta show people it's cool to have a family that's following God and stuff like that. You don't need all these women. You don't need a bunch of men. You just need a good woman, a good man, and put God first, and everything else gonna take care of the rest. Yeah. Be committed to that, letting that light shine. Man, Hebrews, watch this. Chapter number 6. God is not unjust. Look what it said. He will not forget your work and the love you have shown him as you have helped his people and continue to help him. That's what the Bible said. Yeah, he won't forget. You'll forget before he forget. Yeah. God not gonna forget the goods that you're doing. And you're gonna reap it. Everything you sown, you're gonna reap it, whether it's good or bad. So what I'm saying is, in week 4, be committed to serving. Be real with it. Be authentic, man. Be transparent because people are hungry for that. They hungry because they don't have the answers. It haven't been modeled in their house. They don't know what a good dad is supposed to do. They don't know what a good wife's supposed to do. So you got to be committed to that, to letting the world see, like, nah, it's cool. It's cool to be married. It's cool for fathers to be in the home with their kids. That's why I brag on Imani so much. That's why she always with me. If she ain't with me, that's because I'm at work. Yeah. That's the only reason why I ain't with her, because I'm at work. But most of the time, if she got something going on, I'm going to leave anyway, unless the job is really, really serious, because that's how I take care of her. That's how she eat. But Imani gonna always be with me. I'm committed to that. I don't put nothing before that. Nothing. I don't care whatever it is. I'm committed for her to prosper. That's why we pay so much for her to go do stuff. We committed to it. I don't care about the price, none of that. Whatever she want to do, I'll go ahead. Try it out. If you stop, stop. But she ain't stopped. She ain't stopped. And we're going to be staying committed to it because I want to see her prosper. I want her to go 10 times farther than we did. I want her to pass her mama up, get a doctor's degree, right? So we sowing into her life, showing that, you know, as long as you do good, God gonna take care of the rest. That's why mom and daddy here, to make sure you got one of the best futures possible. Yeah. See, a lot of you got to shift your focus. You want stuff to change, but your focus in the wrong place. You're not committed to shifting your focus. You too focused on your problems, and that man to know. Start serving. Start putting your kids' needs first. I'm telling you, if you get committed to putting your kids' needs first, you'll think different. Yeah. You men, you gonna go to work. You knowing this how I feed my kid, you gonna get up and go to work. You gonna keep that job. I'm not losing no job. I ain't quit no job. Before I had it, yeah, I quit, get fired, cut up, all that. But nah, I ain't doing that. I want it all. That's why I'm steady growing and steady moving up, because I'm committed. I know she depending on me. I'm committed to that. That's gonna be my commitment to her. She bury and put me in the ground. I'm committed for her. The reason why I got life insurance policy, because I'm committed to seeing her prosper. I'm committed for her getting a good head start in life. We are committed to that, me and her mama. So some of you need to shift your commitment. You too busy focusing on yourself. You too busy focusing on your marriage. Some of you going through stuff, you neglecting your kids. Be committed to your kids. Mom and daddy figure it out, but my commitment is to you. Yeah. Mom and daddy gonna do what God say. We're gonna stay together, as you know, because God intended for us to do it. If you knowing that, you know, divorces and all that destroying homes and they making these kids stray away, why you don't be committed to working it out? Not saying just stand together for the, nah, be committed to that. Be committed to that. I couldn't live with myself if Imani catch me with another woman. Man, that'll break her heart. That's the kind of stuff I think about. You know how bad that'll hurt her? So I'm committed to that. No matter what me and Kelly go through, I'm committed to it. I'm always find a way to stay committed to it. Right? That's why I appreciate. Because nobody can, you know, replace Kelly. Never. That'll never happen. And I'm not going to even start thinking that it could be possible. Nah. That's the way I thought for years. That's where I'm going to continue to think. There's nobody that could compare to do what she do because I'm committed to that. I'm committed for my thinking to stay that way. Yeah, we have heated fellowship and heated moments, but nah, she can't be replaced. And that'll break my heart if I'm out there cheating and doing that and my baby catch me. Or I done got a video, somebody linked. Man, that'll hurt me so bad. I'm out there living a double standard and somebody recorded and put it out there in there. Then my baby see it. Man, that'll tear me up. So we got to start thinking about stuff like that, about the decision we make. Being committed to making sure your kids happy, not letting them down. I know what Imani don't like. I know, what's going to make her sad and how I talk and stuff like. You got to be committed to care about that. Because if you do, be willing to do that, you'll look at life totally different. I'm telling you, you'll look at life totally different and life will be a whole lot better if you start focusing on yourself and get mainly first of all, get your family straight. It don't work if your family not straight. I don't care how much you pray. I don't care how much you go to church. I don't care how much you fast. If your family not straight, you can't be effective. It's no way around it. There's no way around it. You can't have a tore up home and try to bring a prosperous energy in the world and try to make a difference and change people's lives. It'll never happen. So what I'm saying is be committed, be real, be authentic. Don't be lukewarm, because he said he'd rather you just pick a side. Don't be fake, because you're going to rub people the wrong way. And with some people, your first impression is all you get. Once people see you for the first time, it's going to be hard for them to gain your trust. Once you start lying to people, it's going to be hard for people to believe in you again. As soon as you say you're going to do something and don't do it, people, they're going to have different respect for you. Be committed to doing that. Even if you think it's small. Stop looking over the small stuff and going against, what's right. Everything you should be treating it like, I'm going to do that to the best of my ability. A lot of times that's small. That ain't no big deal. So no, you do what's right when it's small. Do what's right when people are not looking. I tell my people at work all the time, if you want to make me happy, do right when I'm not around. Yeah. If you want to, you want to get my attention about getting raises, get money, what can you do when I'm not around? What can you do when I'm not looking? I don't want you to do right just because, no, I want you to trust me and understand that, he wants the best for me. I'm going to do right if nobody looking. I'm going to continue to do right. Right? That's how we shall to be. Be committed to serve. Jesus was a server. He got so low where he began to wash people's feet. And when was the last time you got low? Not saying get down there and washing people's feet, but when the last time you got off your high horse and serve? That's just the question I want to ask you. When had the last time you got that low to serve somebody else? You got to get low to wash people's feet. You got to get low. Yeah. You got to get low. And that was one of the greatest examples that Jesus did when he got low. He got low. He had to get in a lower position on his knees. So what I'm saying is, when was the last time you came down off your high horse and served somebody else? Because if you're looking down on people, you're not serving. Nah. If you're looking down over people and consider that serving, no, when the last time you got low? I'm talking about low to serve and make something else better for somebody else. Because anybody can serve by looking down over people. But when the last time you got off that horse and got low? That's another level of serving. Yeah, if you want to make a difference, you want people to fall in love, you want people to be drawn to you, serve, give. Telling you, it works. Giving works. You can say what you want to say. Giving works. If it's not a sacrifice, it's not giving. When had the last time you felt it when you gave some away? When the last time you really felt it for doing something to somebody else? Because if you don't feel it, you're not gonna miss it. That's not no sacrifice. Nah. It takes sacrifice. Yeah, you give, you sow seeds. Don't say it's a sacrifice if you ain't gonna miss it. $20 not no sacrifice to God. $5, that's not no sacrifice to God. Nah, paying your tithes is not no sacrifice to God, because that's what you're supposed to do. But when the last time you done something that you never did before to serve somebody else? So I want to challenge you on this week, be committed to that. Don't just be willing to commit people when stuff are going right for you. It's easy to commit for people when you got everything together. It's easy to commit when you got a little money. Yeah, it's easy to commit when you, yeah, that's easy. But are you willing to commit in the good times and the bad times? So I want to challenge you on this week. I want to encourage you, get low like Jesus did. Yeah, get low. It takes another level to get low and wash somebody's feet. So when this week, I want you to find somebody and get low. Not looking for no rewards, not looking for nobody to see you, not going out there in the street, turning your phone on, saying you sowing to the home. Nah, that's not sacrificing. Not worrying about getting no attention, because if you're doing it from the heart, you're going to get your reward. And it's probably going to be bigger than what you ever trying to make it to be. So a lot of times we get in God's way when we come to serve and help people because we want to be seen. We want people to see that you're giving this. You want people, nah. How can you get low and not worrying about who looking and serve? We all read the story with the widow lady. When all these people were giving all this big money in the offering, she walked up there with her cane, crippled, limping, old lady, and she gave her whatever she had left. And Jesus looked over the people that was giving all the money and saw her sacrifice, because she was committed to giving so her life can be better. Some of you expecting God to do stuff. Some of you need some stuff from God to do. And God really just waiting on you what you can make happen for somebody else. You need to get involved, get connected, and stay committed to it. SB Nation, work your department. Get creative. Put some fire behind it. Because your work gonna show. Your work gonna show. You can't say people not supporting you and they're not doing it if you're not putting no work in it. You're not putting no effort in it. Nobody gonna follow that. But if you committed to it, sacrificing, getting creative, be willing to do it no matter what, yeah, you'll see results then. But don't complain when you don't see the results and you ain't putting in the work. You can't blame people for what you are lacking to do. Are you willing to sacrifice? Are you willing to stay up a little late to do a little more research or be a more creative? Or you just say, I'm gonna just do what I need to do and just say I'm done it. Nah, get low. It takes another level to get low. Shift your thinking a little bit. It ain't about you. Be committed to seeing other people smile. Be committed to making a difference. Begin to sow. Be like Jesus. That's the life that he lived. He modeled that. He was committed to serving. He made a difference everywhere he went. Can you make a difference everywhere you go, even if it's just giving somebody a hug? Holding the door for somebody, putting a smile on somebody, telling them they look nice, being real, being authentic, buying them something to eat, whatever it is. Are you committed to doing that? Or you just caught up what you don't have? Or you just focus on how your life tore up? Nah, shift your focus saying, God, I'm going to sow what I want. I'm going to sow it. I'm going to show what I want. It's going to be true, authentic. You want joy and peace, you start sowing that to other people's lives. You want God to open up, you start doing it what you want. So you can show God, this is what I want. You can't expect God to bless you for something that you're not willing to do. So much is given, much is required. I want God to do this for me, but you ain't willing to do it. What you asking for, you're not even willing to do it for somebody else. So why should God bless you if you're not even willing to do it yourself? That's selfish, ain't it? Much is given, much is required. So I want to challenge you. Get low this week. Yeah, get low. Get low like Jesus did. And begin to serve. Be committed to that. First off, I want you to be committed to your family. Be committed. Be committed, man. Be committed to solving problems, getting yourself together, getting you in the best place of your life so you could be happy. Be committed to your kids, your husband, your wife. Be committed to that because that energy gonna flow all into the world. It's not gonna be able to flow if it's not starting at home, because that's where it starts at. That's why I said being a committed man, being a committed wife, being committed. Now we're talking about being committed to serve. We talked about everybody in the house. Now we serving to help others. So what you gonna do so your light can shine? I hope I said something to bless you. SB Nation, remember, bring your tithes. That's what we ask. Be committed to that. When you get paid, you should be paying your tithes the day you get paid. That's the reason why it's online now. You ain't got to wait till Sunday. Be committed to that. As soon as that money hit your account, pay your tithes, give your offering. Quit waiting on Sunday. Start doing something different, right? So there's several ways you can give. Several ways you can give. That ain't the giving thing. Oh, there you go. Our website, SB Nation, Givelify, or Cash App, My SB Nation. Right? I want you to, sacrifice, sow a seed. Sow a seed right now. I want you to, for the next 60 seconds, I want to challenge you, get a sacrificial seed. If I said anything to bless you, I want you to sow. We have several departments you can sow in. But I want you to sow. Some of you expecting God to do something. You've been praying for stuff to happen. And sometimes all it takes is a seed. And believe God gonna do what he said. So I want you to get that seed together, and I'm gonna be back to pray us out. Listen, we thank everybody that gave whatever seed you decided to sow. We thank you for, dear Heavenly Father, God, we thank you for your people. We thank you for the seeds that they sown. God, we thank you for the things that you're doing. We thank you for being great. We thank you, God, on this week, we'll begin to serve on another level. That we'll get low like you did in washing the feet. We'll get ready to let our light shine, God. God, I pray, God, every person that sowed a seed expecting you to do something, that you're going to do it for them in the name of Jesus. We thank you for what you're doing. Our expectations are high for what you're getting ready to do in the future. God, we thank you for for being great. We thank you for our leaders for allowing me to go forth another week. Thank you for being faithful. Thank you for being committed to us. God, we be careful to give you all the glory, the honor, and the praise. Real quick, we got a quick announcement. Listen, if you haven't registered for our Family Day in the Park, you need to register tonight. You need to register tonight. It's very important that you register your family. Get your family involved, right? We got a awesome weekend planned, right? It's our Family Fun Fest. Register, pick out your shirt colors, and let's come have a good time. We're doing something that we never did. We expecting a big turnout. We're gonna have fun. We got some good cooks, all from all over that's coming. We're gonna have enough food, all that, right? We got vendors coming in, so of course you're gonna have to pay for it, but it's gonna be fun. We got games, we got prizes, people gonna win. So fine. The thing is, we asking every member to get outside visitors to be a part of your team, right? So get your team together. Let's come out and have fun. Even if you don't want to participate, still get you a team where y'all can just sit on the sideline. And everybody ain't got to participate. But we don't want you to think, oh, I can't come, I can't get involved because I don't have a team. Nah, you still register, get you some shirts, and just show up. Support, come out, hang out, have fun, talk, chop it up. So don't think, oh, just because you ain't participating, you shouldn't register. Every family should be there. If you're a member of Showers of Blessing, you need to be at this event. I don't care if you plan on playing a game. Just make sure you at this event, right? Be at this event. It's gonna be crazy. We're gonna have a good time, man. Lord say the same. So make sure you register your family. Just have a good time. Just show up. Come enjoy the food, the singing. I mean, whatever we doing, just come out and enjoy that and just have you a good time. Next week, I close out the series. I got 1 week left. I didn't know I had 5 weeks. So after that, Apostle Shaw will be taking over the Bible study. So if you like, you be live or you can go to the building on 507 South Cypress Street, Hammond, Louisiana. So I got 1 more week left to make sure you back same time next week. And remember, go register, get your family involved. Go call them. Make sure if you know they're a member of Showers of Blessing, you need to be sending this to them, putting your team together. You ain't got to participate. Just show up because it's about showing up, having fun, enjoying yourself. We're going to be taking pictures the whole 9 yards. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be an amazing time. Got a nice park. Clark Park, they done redone it. They done remodeled it. Bathrooms, place for the kids. It's going to be great. So, you don't want to miss it. So just make sure you register your family. It starts Saturday, June 24th at 11 a.m. Games, competition, face painting for the kids. And we got good vendors with good food that's going to bless you. And we just going to have a good time, man. So if you got any questions, you can direct message us, contact the church, whatever it is, we want to make it happen. We want to see you there. Sign up, pick your colors out. Pay for your shirt. Just come out and have a good time. And also bring you some chairs because they don't have chairs out there. So we're encouraging everybody to bring you some chairs and we're going to have a fantastic time. Can y'all help me out with that? So this week, if you want to serve, if you want to do something, connect with somebody that's a part of SB Nation and find out how they register their family yet. Or get your team together. We all, get your team together. So that's what we can do. We all can do that one thing, being committed to making sure this is a successful event. They're working hard. They planning week after week. They ordering stuff. So let's make sure this is a successful event. We doing it in the community, right in the neighborhood where the church is at. We want everybody to come out. We want it to be nice with DJs. We want to draw crowds. People that's in the neighborhood, they're going to see what's going on. They're going to come up and see what's going on. But it's going to take everybody coming together, not being selfish. Don't make plans. Nah, sacrifice to be there. You sacrifice to go everywhere else. If you got something going on, you don't want somebody to come, but soon they don't show up, you get mad, but I'm going to leave that for something else. But just make sure you get your family together. Make sure you show up, come, have fun, eat food, laugh, play games, work out, burn a little calories. It's going to be amazing, man. So I thank everybody for this week. Next week, we'll be back to close out this series. All right? Till next week, man. I love y'all. Peace.
But every day I'm learning, striving and searching to be a better person. I'm tired of my life. I'm tired of the pain. I'm tired of my past, the guilt and the shame. I am sure that you hear my heart's desire.
How many of you want to be better? How many of you want to be better? How many of you want to be better? Right? How many want to be better? It takes serving to get better. How many of you want to be better? But I just want to be better, man. I want to be better in every area of my life. I want to be better. I want to be a good friend. I want to be a good co-worker, a good daddy, a good sister, a good brother, a good husband, a good wife. I just want to be better. I mean, you really want to be better. I'm telling you, if you want to get better, start serving. Start making a difference in other people's lives. Start sacrificing to make sure everybody else happy. It's okay to take care of yourself. That's cool. But can you get low? Are you willing to get that low and say, I'm going to serve? In spite of what I'm going through, what I'm dealing with, I'm going to serve. So if you want to be better, I want to encourage you. Start serving. And we're going to start this week by serving, making sure everybody, every family is a part of this fun fest. We got family money. It's going to be amazing. A lot of planning and a lot of hard work went into it. And it means nothing if nobody participates, nobody show up. So bring your family, man. This whole month is set aside for family to have fun. Yeah, this whole month. That's what it's aside for family and fun. But we need everybody to be a part of it. Need everybody to make sure it be a successful event. I love y'all. I gotta go next week. I'll be back 7 p.m. Peace.